What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Marquette versus Dayton college basketball matchup. It's going down Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I absolutely love, make sure that you head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Experts tab at the top of the page. We had a great start to the week on Monday, really profitable Monday, looking to roll that over into Tuesday and throughout the rest of the week as we've got college football, college basketball, NFL, NBA, NHL, you name it. We're going to try to get you paid over at Pickdawgz, so make sure that you check that out and use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. We also have our Inner Circle VIP services. Now, these aren't for everyone. They are for people that make big bets, people with big bankrolls who are looking to take their betting to that next level. Now, you've probably heard in a lot of our recent videos. Basically, you reach out to the number on the screen, you call or text, can find out if it's for you, but just keep in mind, if you do reach out, this is our most expensive premium product, so just remember that. But if you find that it's for you, it's an awesome product. I've already heard a lot of great feedback about it. People that are talking about the early releases, the one-on-one coaching, absolutely love it. So make sure that you check that out if you think that it's right for you. But let's get to this one between Marquette and Dayton, one of the other headline matchups on Wednesday's card. You've got Marquette coming into this one 3-2 on the year, falling short against Maryland at home 89-82, while Dayton comes into this one off a 91-82 win over Bethune-Cookman in their last matchup, bouncing back from the road loss to Cincinnati. Now, that's the thing about Dayton so far this year. I mean, we've seen them play three teams outside the KenPom top 200 at home this season. Congrats, Dayton. Those were all wins, and all wins that you should get. The problem is they went on the road against a decent Cincinnati team and really got run out of the gym in that one. It just wasn't really all that close. And, Dayton in that game against Cincinnati, there wasn't a whole lot they did well. They shot just 2 of 26 from three-point range in that game, 7.7%. They were decent at the foul line. They shot 50% from two-point range. But, this is a Dayton team that historically, has not necessarily lived and died by the three, but they've been a really good three-point shooting team under Anthony Grant. In 5 of the last 6 full seasons, this is a Dayton team that's finished top 60 in three-point shooting. So a lot of times, hitting those outside shots are going to be key for Dayton to stay in these games. And so far this season, Marquette just inside the top 200 in three-point defense. So I think that Dayton's going to be able to get their points in this one. The problem for me with Dayton in this matchup is that A, you got Marquette coming off a loss. B, Marquette is still one of the better teams in the country, better teams in the Big East at the very least, with Shaka Smart, who is that master motivator who likes to, get his guys going. The problem for me with Marquette on this side is that Marquette is a team that just doesn't profile well as a favorite, and when they've had to take these steps up in competition, just like Dayton did on the road, we've seen Marquette fall flat on their face. On a neutral floor, they gave up 100 points to Indiana. Indiana's a team that I am high on this season. But to give up 100 points in that game, I don't want to say it's unacceptable for Marquette, but that's not a good thing that you want to see if you're back in Marquette, especially long-term this season. They gave up 89 points to Maryland, a Maryland team that I'm extremely down on. Now, keep in mind, that was also a game where Maryland had that freak injury to Pharrell Payne. They kind of banded together after that and turned the game on its head and really didn't look back after that. But still, I think there's a lot of talent here for Marquette. They're a team that can get to the foul line. They hit the glass hard. They're a good rebounding team. Dayton, not necessarily the best. They're about bang average nationally in terms of defensive rebounding. They're not great at defending the three. You do have some shooters on this team for Marquette. The problem is, like I said, you've got two teams that haven't been able to take the step up in competition. Two teams that have been able to beat teams that they should beat. So what happens when the rubber meets the road in this game and these two teams go, head to head in this one? I'm going to take the over here because I don't see the defense being played here. I think Dayton's going to be able to get their points in this one. I think this is a game where you're going to see a bit of an uptick from three-point range for Dayton against a Marquette team that has still, had issues defending the perimeter. But like I said, and also just defending in general, I mean, like I said, 189 points combined to Indiana and Maryland. But I also think Marquette's going to get their points. They're still a top 75 team in adjusted offensive efficiency. They can hit their free throws. They take care of the basketball. They get a lot of second chances. So I'm going to go with the over between Marquette and Dayton here. And that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up for us. And again, if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I absolutely love, we're going to be making a lot of money this week. Head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Experts tab at the top of the page, or click the link in the description of this video below. And remember, when you're there, use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. While you're there, we have the best betting tools in the business. They're absolutely free, and they're tools you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon.